So we're still here at the pro-Trump rally across the street from the courthouse where President Trump is currently on trial. Sophia was nice enough to come over here and talk with us. Sophia, tell us where you're from. Tell us why you're here. What do you feel is happening to President Trump? And you mentioned that you might be running for city council. Tell the viewers of Queen's Voice what's on your mind today, please.
So I am originally from Barbados, and I came here, went through the screening process to become an American citizen. And it took me 16 years to become a U.S. citizen.
Wow.
And it was not a long time. It was a great time because it's a process. Okay, I'm coming from a third world country, and I had to earn my right to be here. So in the Caribbean, we just vote and we don't really get a say in politics. America is about we the people. And what we're noticing right here is a travesty of justice. What I'm seeing right now is a tale of two presidents. Okay? As far as I know, and I went through the vetting process, and I went through my citizenship, and what I know about America is that you get to choose. The citizens of America decide who they want as their representatives. They decide who they want as their president. So this is what I'm seeing right now is something that would happen in South Korea, North Korea, China, Russia. Not in America. You don't put your opponent in prison. You don't put your opponent on trial. Impeachment 1, impeachment 2. And all these trials for what? What's the crime? I don't know what the crime is. So what is supposed to happen, as far as I know, is that you debate. You debate, you tell the people what your policies are, and then we go and vote and decide who we want to. But the opponent don't have a right to say, well, let me just make up a crime, any crime just out of the blue, and then put them in prison. What is that saying? It's telling me that I can't vote for who I want. So I'm in disagreement of that. I don't want it on the Republican side. I don't want it on the Democrat side. That's not how you do it. We people vote on November 5th. Go and debate. We get to choose.
And if I understood you correctly, you came here from third world?
A third world, yes.
Legally immigrated?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to just go out on a limb and say nobody gave you debit cards and a free hotel, and you didn't get that stuff,
and
did
housing, no.
Okay.
I had to work hard. I worked 2 jobs. I went to college. I brought my son here. I did everything. I kept within the law. I didn't break any laws. And I worked within the system of U.S. That's what I did. And of course I got something from the U.S. That's why I'm here now. Because I have to give back to this country that gave me a chance. The U.S. could have said to me when I went through my process, no, you don't qualify. Get the hell back out and go back home. And I would have gone back home. I would have been ashamed. I would have been embarrassed, but I would have gone back home. But they say, you know what, I'll give you a chance. That's why I'm standing here today. Because I'm standing not just for President Trump, not just for myself, but for the United States of America. Because it gave me a chance, it gave my son a chance. So now I'm sacrificing to stand up for this country because it's going to hell. It's going to hell. This is not how it's done. And we can't be silent anymore. We got to speak out, and we got to get up and say, this is not how it's done. This is not about liking Trump. This is not personality. This is policy. What's your policy? And what I'm learning right now is that the Democrats don't have no policy. If they had a policy, they would come and tell us what the policy are. The fact that they're having this fake trial tell me they don't have a policy. That's what they're telling me. So now I know what my choice is. It's very clear. And I'm going to walk across glass. I'm going to walk through mire. I'm going to walk through wire. I'm going to walk through fire. Oh, I'm going to walk through water. I'm going to walk through anything to vote for President Trump. And I don't want to hear no nonsense that he's a rapist. This is a tale of two presidents.
The majority of his peers says he's a rapist.
This is a tale of two presidencies. The office of the presidency needs to be respected. It needs to be respected. This is disrespect of this country and our justice system. And I'll just say one last thing. There are all kinds of illegal aliens around here right now. Nobody's picking them up. No cash bail. They get out of jail free. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Thank you.
I appreciate it. And you mentioned something earlier, Sophia. This is like a kangaroo court that we would see done in Iran or other third world countries
Yes.
in Russia and
Yes.
North Korea where they
Yes.
persecute their political opponents.
Yes.
And that seems to be the sentiment.
That's the sentiment.
Now, one last thing. We were covering the rally in the Bronx, and a lot of the Democrats here said no one's going to come. It was actually a pretty big turnout.
I was there.
And most of the people we came across were minorities who lived in the Bronx,
I was there.
who were very supportive of Trump. So what is the whole thing where they say he's a racist, no one's supporting him, black people are overwhelmingly going to vote Democrat continuously? What do you say, being a minority, being an immigrant, what would you say to the people that are saying that he's a racist and he doesn't have people support in the black community and the minority community?
I'll tell you very clearly. Some gentleman showed it just now as I was talking.
Correct.
And I'll say this. When you have no policies, what do? You start to name call. That's what you do. So you're going to be accused of everything else. All
Correct.
right? We get to choose. I am not a black American. And I'll tell you why I'm not a black American. Because when I got my certificate, it had no color on it. It just said, you're an American. That's it.
American citizen.
An American citizen. It didn't say anything but that. So here in the United States, love of country, love of God. That's what it is. And we love this country. So we're all one. If we love this country, we become one. So this is not, they're going to say Trump is a racist because they want to project their racism. I have been around the Democrat Party. They're racist. And they project everything their name, call, or project is about them. So Trump has support right through with everyone because we're all one American people. That's what we are. And that's not what the Republican Party, this America First, is about now. We are going to set a new standard because the standards have been broken down by the Democrat Party. The new standard of America First is that we are all American citizens. We're not black, we're not white, we're not Asian, we're not Indian. We are American citizens. That's who we are. And we love Trump because Trump loves God and he loves country. The Republican Party is about love. The Democrats are about death and a death cult and about hate. So we want minorities want no part of that.
Well, Queen's voice, you heard it from the lady, very passionate. She was very open and honest with us about her story of immigrating here correctly.
Yes.
It wasn't an easy process.
It was not.
I know that because my wife immigrated from Brazil legally. She
Right.
didn't come under offense. She didn't jump
Yes.
a wall. She didn't get anything free. No
Nothing.
handouts.
Nothing.
So I can relate to you on that. It's a very arduous, tough, expensive process.
It is.
It's not
It is.
easy, but
It's
you
not
made
easy.
it.
Yes.
And you did it the right way.
Yes.
So for that, we congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for speaking from the heart with our audience. And,
Thank you.
You heard the lady. She had a lot of valid points. Spoke her heart. Wears her colors on her sleeve, so to speak.
Yes.
On her neck too, on her hat.
Everything.
And for that, we appreciate you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for sharing your story with Queen's Voice and everybody
Thank
else
you for
listening.
allowing me to do it.
Our
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.